Hi guys. I was testing this out because I was doing a live show. Twice now I've done a live show and I got cut off. I done twice on YouTube. Don't know why. Don't know why I got cut off. I've done other shows and I didn't. So I say, well, let me test this, but I'll turn it into a show as I'm testing it at the same time because there's always plenty to talk about. So we'll make this a daytime today. And I'm James Lott Jr. I was thinking as I was looking this morning, the last couple of days, I've had a chance to scroll. If you're like, what does that mean? Then you obviously are online. But I've had a chance to actually scroll through Instagram, Twitter X, whatever you call it, TikTok, Facebook. I had I'm usually so busy. I post on those platforms and I may scroll a teeny tiny bit, but I'm just too busy to do it. But I recently, because I'm taking time off between the holidays, I was able to actually sit and just scroll all day long. And it's been very interesting and in a long time. One of the things that um, gets me is how much things have gotten like a lot worse online. Woo. And it's like online is such a dichotomy because as I'm titling this like online fans versus offline fans. I have people in my life who aren't online, or they're on like maybe one platform that's Facebook, but they're barely on it. Like they're not really there. So I count them also. They're not really online. They're not online people. They live their lives offline. They don't know what's going on other than what they see on television or a magazine or someone tells them. And since it's daytime today, referring to the soaps, um, I have conversations with a cousin of mine who's like, I don't know anything on spoilers. I don't watch anything about people's lives behind the scenes. They literally know nothing, but just stuff they tune on TV at 1 o'clock or 12:30 or 11:30, wherever it is, and watch their soap. Um, versus me, who is immersed online, and I get to see every comment that anybody makes online. And the argument's always been made, of course, that online is a smaller segment than out in the public offline. Also, online has done some good. For me, it helped me build a career. To I got a fan base, the Lotties. Love you guys. It brought me to other fan bases like the Hardys and Serena Nation and Twice Tigers and in the Star Wars universe. I mean, there's always a bunch of fandoms that I became close to or become close to. I used to be that person years ago because I come from that generation that was like, online is it's all fake, it's all phony, it's not real. Well, it has been real. And I mean, and I've gotten some real friendships out of it, relationships out of it. Um, some great things have been done for charity. It's a lot actually good that's come out of being online. You just can't deny it. You just can't deny it. But back to in relation to soaps, I always wonder how much of it really, if you're not online, you don't know what's going on. You know what people are saying. But sometimes that mighty few does affect the offline world because um, there are many actors and producers who are not online anymore or restrict their accounts or make them private because of fans. It's a platform because I just for myself, it's a platform to express your feelings about a show. In the old days, it was letter writing or typing. There were message boards. There still are message boards out there, like it's Reddit stuff, but like there were message boards before this online stuff happened. There are always ways to express how you feel about a soap opera. That's just no fan mail. All that stuff. That was all part and parcel of television, movies, music. It's all part of that. But now it's instantaneous comments, instantaneous reaction. And if you're online, it can be very loud, no matter what direction it is, whether it's good or bad, whether it's for this person or that person. It's in that vacuum, it's so loud. So it almost seems like everybody in the world must be seeing this and feel this way, and you have to remind yourself, no, actually, it's just people online, or some people online are feeling this way. Now, I'm sure there are folks who are not online who do agree with people who are online. I'm sure about certain things. I'm sure they do. But when I talk to some people, it is very different. I've talked to some people, and I'm talking all ages who are. I mean, I have friends who are all ages who are online, who found online very toxic and very bothersome. And my Zooms, my private Zooms have been born out of that, and where people can talk, and people talk about their feelings, and we have healthy discussions about soap opera characters and soaps, and it's been wonderful. Been there for 2 years now, for 2 years now, year, 2 years like that. It was a year. Um, and it's wonderful, but I was also born out of people's frustrations being online. Yet many of us are still online. For me, it's a business thing. I have to be online because that's one way to free advertise these shows, right? So as I am taking from this, I've just learned I have to also take the lumps. If I make a statement in this video or a statement online or a statement on my shows, online folks have free range to tear it apart or love it. I want it too. I do a lot of interviews. Some of the actors are like me. We're like, you're right to not like the character or the storyline. Um, but any vicious attacks towards an actor or whatever, that's always the weird part. I have to believe that people who are online who do some of the darkest stuff, I'm sure people in real life, there are people in real life just like that. It can't be just online. I just think that online, it's easy to execute it because you're online. You're on your phone, tablet, whatever. Yeah, I'll tell you whatever. So I think that's something that's normal. But I think people in real life, there are some folks who are the same way in real life. There are miserable folks online. There are miserable folks in real life. There are positive folks online. There are positive folks in real life. I think there is both. My I have evolving thoughts on this, which I'm just sharing with you. And of course, I want to hear your thoughts. Of course, I love hearing what you guys say. But I just know that if I make a statement, I know as soon as I post it, I don't know where it is, or I mean, whatever, it can get 10,000 reactions. That's just how it is. And I watch shows, and I do reaction shows. That's part of my job. And I took this on another show. I had to explain to some people who thought they were telling me what my job is, and we're getting it wrong. Um, I'm a commentator. That's one of my jobs. So I mean, just like you, I get to say whatever the f I want about a TV show. The networks know this, whether they like it or not. They know this. And me and my co-host have a right to say whatever we want. When I do interviews, it's a different hat that I wear. I'm interviewing them to find out more about them and I would never invite a guest on to badger them, belittle them, call them names, make them feel uncomfortable. So to those who have said, you're just too easy on me, to this, I'm not an investigative journalist. I'm not here it's a soap opera. I don't give a fuck. I think the fans, there are fans of that person. They want to see, it's for them. They want to see behind the scene stuff, some fuss about the castmates, where they come from. My thing is, I'm trying to give you some background. I'll give you the tea. I like the tea too. Now, some of my guests, as you know, will spill tea about stuff, and they're very juicy, and that makes for a good interview too. Very real. And you know who they are, right? They're really real. So those are fun too. But I would never. My job, I have several jobs. I'm a host, commentator, interviewer. I mean, there's different things that I do, but I am a commentator, so I get to say stuff just like you got to say stuff, and I think that's something that I had to um fully embrace. Okay, folks, you have a right to not like what I say, and I have a right to not like what you say. So it goes both ways. Um, I posted something the other day, just for shits and giggles. I started doing it. I was like, Carly needs to leave Nina alone. Well, I got lots of reaction. Just like I did a year or so ago when I said, "Why is Carly on every day?" Got lots of reaction. Now, I love when people draw conclusions from that statement. Like and they go on tangents like I must hate the actress. Like, nope, never said that. Never came out of my mouth. Find a tweet or the instance where I say I hate that actress. I've never said it. So I don't. Actually met her. She's lovely. Best hair in television. Laura Wright, I love her. Interviewed her. It's great. Um, I make observations just like everybody else does. People make observations. Coaches make observations. We go back and sometimes we don't agree on stuff sometimes. We go back and forth. And it's just and part of it's for fun. Part of it is supposed to be a fun experience. Um, I'm seeing online and it's not as fun as it used to was. It's not. There's some folks who are hilarious. I do like some of the comments under photo. Sometimes they are the best part of the post. Is the comments. If you're clever and makes them, I will give your props, your flowers, and I will laugh my way through it. But there's some folks who are just so wrong. Say that. I'll say that way. And I feel bad for. I know the actors and even some of the writers producers felt like online you have a direct link to you guys, the fans, and they really do want to show you their private lives and some other work that they're doing, and they want to engage with you. But whew, I've seen the reactions to it. It's too much. It's really too much. There etiquettes to throw out the window, and it's like I guess for me, this is me personally. I've never been so mad at a TV show, period. Not even so, just anything. I mean, I've been disappointed in TV shows, disappointed in storylines. Yeah, that's fine. But I've never been so offended or mad where I was like, I'm going to cuss out an actor or cuss out a writer or cuss out a producer. I just have never, it's not me. I bring up items that I see if I see something that's like that, a little suspect. But I've never gotten so overly, I don't know, dramatized myself over something on a show. There were some storylines I'm like, okay, I don't like that. I mean, I think soaps in general right now, I guess this is my commentary. I think soaps in general, they need an overhaul. Like I'm watching EastEnders, the UK soap, long running soap. And right now it is firing on all cylinders. It has been for months, not just a couple of weeks, not just a week, but for months. To me, it's the best show right now. It's on television. Best show on television. It is suspenseful. They are going there. They're giving us twists and turns. Everybody's involved. They're going on history. They're doing new stuff. Like it's literally the best show on television, and it's in the UK, in my opinion. All the other soaps, as they say, fair to middling. That's an old saying. I mean, I'm not. There are pieces of things that are exciting to me that are at least because the Colleen Zink being on Y&R and the whole Jordan thing that got me a little excited. Like when they brought on Cameron, brought him back. That was history. That was moving forward. That was good acting. There was some good stuff. I like General Hospital. I'm just waiting for something. Hopefully, it'll punch up again. I mean, I understand soaps are cyclical on some level, but watching EastEnders last, I would say 3 or 4 months, 5 months, it has just been consistently giving us drama and humor and twists and turns and action. And I'm like, come on, soaps. We don't need a big budget for all that stuff. And I know we had a strike in the middle of all that. So that was a little something too. Almost like that's be considered. That's be considered. But come on, we need. I think they all need a little tune up. I actually think most of you, we may disagree on certain things. I think most of us would agree you all need a tune up. So I'm gonna leave it here. I would love your comments. Wherever you see this, make your comments, of course. Daytime Today is on all social media platforms at Daytime Today. I'm James Jr. See you next time. Happy holidays.